Why must men be congratulated for being mean to women they say they like? Hello, my beauties. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing great. If you're new here, my name is Zonaza and welcome to my channel, Life with Zonaza. If you are a returning beauty, welcome back. If you by any chance have not subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure to do so. Don't forget to engage on the comment section, to like the videos and share them with as many people as possible. On today's video, we are doing a get ready with me. We are doing hair and makeup. It's very simple stuff for a simple winter day outing. Well, of course, this is South Africa. It's still winter, but it's nice and sunny. So that's why I'm dressed like this and I'm talking all things winter. Also, we are having a chat. Basically, I'm ranting, to be quite honest, about something I saw all over social media. A screenshot of a conversation between a guy and a girl, where the girl had actually asked the guy to buy her food because there is load shedding and she cannot cook. Now, guy responds a day later and says he is sorry if he made the wrong impression, but he's not the kind of guy to ask favors from. He's not the guy to ask for food. He's not the guy to ask for money. So I am sharing my opinion on the whole thing. Let's get on with this easy look and this rant. Thank you so much, guys. We are at 1K and a few subscribers. Is growing each and every day, and I truly appreciate you for this. We are 3 months in and we have made it to 1K. I'm gonna start off with a stocking. This is the unit I'm using. My favorite one from Shera Hair. I've just washed it, didn't do anything to it. Washed and conditioned it. It's smelling good and looking light. I strongly feel like if a man is trying to get you to be his woman, he needs to prove himself. And this has nothing to do with money or whatever, but just showing you that he cares and he is going to be able to take care of you, because let's face it, very few people still date now to kill time. Most of the time you're dating someone, if you are at that texting each other every single day, talking about electricity being gone, you are dating for something. How do you just reject a person asking for food? She's not even asking for something nice, like to say, sabawal wings. No, she is hungry. There's no electricity. And you have the audacity to say to her that you do not want to be in a relationship where you are expected to do favors. Why are you getting into a relationship then? Because it's a partnership. Why would you just blatantly say that you're not willing to help? What does that say about you as a human being? Forget that you are trying to get this woman. Anyone who crosses your path, I am hungry, there's no electricity, I don't have anything to eat. You don't want to buy them something to eat. You want to be with someone who is kind, not just to you, but to everyone. To everyone, whether that was a guy that he works with or just a family member. For you to say that you are not a person to be asked for favors says a lot about you. And if you watch carefully there, on that conversation, you will see that he did not answer her for hours, only spoke to her the following day, and he comes back guns blazing with a full essay, with a full thesis on how that is a turn off for him, and the stage of the relationship not being one way one can be asked for favors. And how and when do you expect to show yourself your capabilities in the relationship? Is it not at that stage where you are pursuing? We all know load shedding, most guys. Sometimes you don't even know the schedule. And now you have someone who says he likes you, but leaves you high and dry. And comes back to you the following day on some, I'm sorry. Why even bother? Why even bother? Like, he could have just kept quiet and moved on with his life, really, if he feels like, nah, this is this is a deal breaker. someone being hungry is a deal break. I can't deal with a person that goes hungry. I feel like they've gotten away with so much, Men are now getting women very easily. Now, as a result, they have the same expectations on anyone that I don't have to do anything to prove myself to her, to prove that I like her, to prove that I can be the man that she needs. But someone was saying on my Facebook when this was discussed heavily, they were saying that it's not that deep. It is deep. The man felt so strongly about it and felt so proud of what he has done that he is sharing the screenshot of what he has done. Therefore, it is serious. The fact that it is trending and it has completely polarized the social media space, with many saying, he was right, he has every right to say what he doesn't like. Yes, I've had my clownery moments, I've shared with you. But if there's an area I've never compromised on, it's being wined and dined. Even in that clown situation that I've shared with you guys, I got my money back in that I did get the money for spending and all that. Though I'll never put myself in such a situation again. But I still was very much aware of what must happen. For me, if a man wants me, he will put in the effort to show me that he wants me. And ukutya is a big deal for me. Food is everything. Food is everything. Children need food. Grown-ups need food. We celebrate everything with food. We celebrate love, even in sadness when we gather for send-offs as a band, to even people who've passed away. There's food. There's a feast. Why would you not want to create that environment? To bring it to myself, where I'm at right now, when it was still just dating and whatnot, my guy would always come bearing gifts and food, lots of food. He knows that I love meat. I was laughing at this about how many years ago I jokingly said I want a man who knows that I love meat, that will just say, I know my woman, she wants meat, and just bring me lots of meat. When that had happened, that like when I shared about that memory, that had just happened. Nothing was wrong or whatever. I just love meat, and I had just been brought meat, pure meat, sausage, T-bone, all that good stuff from Chisanyama, fresh. There is meat on the fridge. There's all sorts, but it's different. It hits different when it's my baby thinking about me and knowing that that's something I love, without me having to even prove to him that I'm worth being bought food for. What is food? I see a lot of other ladies as well saying, hi, she's embarrassing us. Embarrassing who? Embarrassing who? What is she supposed to do? What is she supposed to say? I've watched on many occasions and cringe when someone will say, yo, sana wafika utamzungu ngezumzekelo enoki sausage alambanga elo xesha amathumba ayakhala ndihleli eflatini utamthura wafika sana enuka isausage wahlala. Why would you continue to stay in such a situation? Obviously my views are different, like even with dating altogether and sleepovers. I've had a lot of change of minds leading up to this current stage. Okay, at any stage, there's no stage where you should endure someone's bad treatment. Amen. Sending such a long text. There's a few things we need to know about masculine energy. Masculine men do not engage in verbal conversations or long texts like that. Never. A real man. Unless you've really pushed the situation. But over something so simple, in society in general, it's very rare to find in the Tando Shouties. let alone esijolweni. Esijolweni ixesha elininzi, which I'm not saying is right, you will find that it's women that are more argumentative, and it's just one of those things. I'm not saying people must shout at their men because it's acceptable, but I'm just saying the normal interactions between men and women, a man doesn't talk like that. In situations where you send a text, I've seen threads where women talk about this. I've had conversations with girlfriends on different platforms that a man will say, uzothumela lo bhayibhile yakho, uthumela utayiphileyo, lo thesis yakho yala mfana. And a man will say, can we talk about this in person? That's what a real man does. A real man, I will balela umtyongambo of a long text saying, how he can't buy you food, how he can't buy you even KFC for 39 rand to write something that long. That is not a real man. For masculine energy is that energy that men originally have, just in their nature. That strong desire to provide, to work hard, that strong desire to protect. That is what you should look for in a man. This is someone that will lead your household in future. Where do you want to be led? To long texts about how food can be bought, from whichever angle that you choose to look at this. If you're gonna look at it in the traditional customs kind of way, for us Africans, and back in the day would go out and hunt for food, bring the kill home for the family to eat. It's that simple. There's nothing modern about it. There's nothing gold digging about it. It's how it should be. Now, if you want to be with a man who's all about 50-50, to be quite honest with you, modern day feminism, I feel, is fighting a very awkward and pointless battle, really, to even bring this concept of equal duties in the household. This is just me, like I said, and today I'm just gonna be honest about what I think of that too. Now, when you want to be equal with a man on everything, you stand a lesser chance of actually being treated like the woman that you are. If you're gonna want an equal out of him, personally, I'm not trying to be like a man in my home that I can do whatever he can do. I'm not even trying to do that. I'm not trying to say, I will pay for everything of my own just to prove to you that I can. No, I'm not gonna do that. No. That is why I'm very traditional in my dating, in my family life. A man will do what a man's supposed to do. I'm making sure that that food is prepped, cooked and ready for him to eat. You see, especially at that dating stage, I'm not trying to split the bill with you. Ha! No, I'm not trying to. Of course, there are people out there who will take that, but personally, I'm not gonna. Starts with what? That splitting the bill, and then what? And then I help you pay my lobola. And then you respect me how? And then you lead me where? Where you lead me where when you can't lead in simple things like that? I'm setting the tone for that relationship going forward, for that marriage going forward. Bringing in my feminine energy, I'm bringing in my nurturing nature into the relationship. I'm bringing in my warmth, I'm bringing in my support for you, so that you can bring all these things now that are your strong points that you are created for. This is not something I've just conjured up. Even your physical attributes as a man, you are meant to work. I'm meant to bear children and nurture them, feed them, cook for you. That's why all these things come naturally to me. You are meant to provide. I showed you this on my vlog. I got it from Clicks Online. It is huge. I'll check the inches and I'll put that information on the description box below. I did put a heat defense spray. I put it when it was still wet so that I don't have to put it on now. You will see that with the dating dynamics of our elders, that had always been the case. And no one was shouting gold digger at the time, because every man knew what his role is in the relationship. He knew that at a certain stage, I'm gonna have to go work, so that I can make what? Money, mula. So that I can make money and feed my wife that I will take. Uzawusebenza for a while at the mines, work for a while, and report back home with enough money to buy the cattle so that a wife can be lobolat for him. This is nothing new. And yes, this conversation is coming from a text of someone rejecting a woman and refusing to buy food. I'm taking it that far because you can tell from that stage if a man is capable or not. And I want now us as women to take it back really to where it should be. I spoke briefly on this when I was talking about wholesome 30s, about potential dating with the potential to go somewhere. I'll focus strictly on people who want to commit on the long haul. Okay? Now, if a person is acting like that, do you see this person ever paying for you guys to go on a vacation or activities and food when he can't buy you KFC? He might say that no, this is still very early stages, but you prove yourself at any stage. You prove yourself worthy of the next stage. He still has the audacity to say he still has interest in you and would like to get to know you better. Bollocks. And the ladies that are saying this is fine, it never ends well, hey? It never ends well. You will see someone provide for a man because they let him get away with a lot in the early stages, and then you will see the statuses on Facebook, the trending picture of a man who say, this is Vianney from where I helped him out, he didn't have anything, I bought him even underwear. Someone is saying these things now because no one asked her. Now he got a job, he has left me here. Someone is bitter now, saying things that we don't care to know, when she herself voluntarily took care of a man. A man woke up when he could provide and looked for a woman to provide for, and left his man because you were busy trying to be his man. Providing for a man never ends well. At that pace, believe me, he will eat the crumbs. Crumbs. Someone who is desperate, who has tried everything, will take a man and provide for a man because she feels like she can no longer get what she deserves, which I disagree with. There's no stage or age where you cannot find someone, but when you strongly believe that, then that's what you'll end up with. And the guy, at that rate that he's going, that's what he's going to end up with. He's going to end up with someone who's given up on themselves, given up on life, and he won't have anything to brag about. He makes sure to moisturize before putting on any makeup. Remember last time I used this? It didn't come out so nice because I put way too much of it. So what can you do when the guy has shown himself to be the type of guy who doesn't want to help you with anything? It's really simple. You block. Block Instagram, block. No, honestly, you do not want to try to explain this to him. You can't really teach a man principles yourself. Of course, there will be small things that you like that he probably doesn't know, but not a whole concept of being a leader in a relationship. That is not your lesson to give, girl. Otherwise, nalapo, you will end up wasting a lot of your time. You will teach him something that he knows that he's just not willing to do for you. because that happens too, that he probably knows, and where he wants to do it, he will do it. Having been born into that or not, he probably knows, but he's just chosen not to be that kind of man. I saw that there's no way you'll miss this. People watch TV, these things are talked about in church, in society in general, elonwabeni, on social media, what a man should do for the woman that he loves. If he says he doesn't know it, or he acts like he doesn't know it, he is lying. He knows exactly what he should be doing. He just refuses to do it for you. There are things definitely that can be taught on a man. They're not like us. Tina, from an early age, you will watch your soapies. Relationships are romanticized. You know, just generally, women will have relationship goals or romantic ideas that they want to explore with their loves. So generally, we are at an advantage, and you might have to say, oh, that would be nice. But on simple things like making someone understand that sometimes he'll have to help you, that he must see the need to bring you food when he's coming to see you. He must take you out to dinner. He must feed you. It's gonna be tough teaching someone everything from scratch. I think a man comes naturally. Anyone will have to try really hard to suppress it, because if you can think back to primary school, boys would always buy us things. There was no social media then. There was no woman trying to teach them how to be men. Even in their homes, there was no man. I doubt they had been set down. We must buy girls chips. No, they did it on their own. As young as he is, he understands the need for him to gift his girl. It is a strong desire that came on him that he must buy. So if a child in school can think of gifting his girl, the girl that he likes, what's stopping an adult man from getting stuff for the woman that he wants, that he sees value in? Because if he's saying that woman does not have value, what is it doing pursuing her? They don't stay and find someone of your caliber, so to speak. Someone who can tolerate what you are bringing and live happily ever after. Doing something very light, just trying to look cute without trying too hard. Simple. If you are putting in an effort of being there when someone is texting you, and you ask them how their day is, and you have a genuine interest in them, that is the right time to ask, sis. If you find yourself in any kind of trouble at that stage, that guy is one of the people that you will ask for assistance. The nerve to actually say, I still want to get to know you. Know me how? Know what about me? All the nice parts to me. You want me to have sweet little conversations while I'm sitting in the dark hungry and you are there. I must just smile and say everything is all rosy. Lala, and be sorted, be your own turn on. Sit there and be happily turned on in my absence. But the guy, the pride to actually share that conversation, that is the scariest part to me. That he feels like he is now a superhero that needs to be hailed by all of South Africa and congratulated. Why must men be congratulated for being mean to women they say they like? I'll wave. But okay, obviously we can't really let her get away scot-free as well. Oh, baby girl, check the person even before asking, because you will see the person's energy even before you ask for any help from them. Now you will check J with the simplest things. If they offered to help with anything in the past. If not, then just be mindful that you are dealing with a stingy willy here. Cut ties. If you have a plan around your life, around your needs, yeah, just make sure you do have a plan, so that when someone does not come through for you like this, you don't fall apart, you just keep it moving. Not to say that you can continue with someone who is that mean to you. I'd be misleading you. You do not wait for anything. You all don't know what the future holds. You could have your grand hustle going for you, your full-time job going for you, but you need to be with someone whom you know that when you don't have anything, they'll be there and provide everything that they can. We can't deny the fact that there are women out there who do not want to do anything for themselves. They want to rely on men for everything. Now, but if their journey, then the most important thing is to make sure that you are doing that with someone who wants it, who's on the same page as you. You will see it. But you guys know how I feel about that one on a personal level. I just feel like it's a lot of weight to put on any woman's child, that they must take care for each and every one of your needs, even for yourself, for your purpose. There should be something that you are aspiring to. Aspirations differ. If your aspirations include raising your children at home, that is great, as long as it fulfills you. Not for you to just sit and not have anything that you're looking forward to, that you are dedicating your time to. That may lead to a life of no goals and no fulfillment. That will lead to bitterness and unhappiness. We work not only to make money, but to fulfill our purpose and to give ourselves something to contribute to this earth, you know. We can't expect people's views to life to all be the same desires, same goals. Even with what I'm saying now about the kind of men you want, I'm just generalizing. It is my own opinions, obviously. I'm not trying to convince anyone to believe what I believe. This is what I believe. And you are free to disagree with me on the comment section and, you know, build a conversation there, just as long as there is mutual respect. You respect me on my space, I respect you on my space. Actually obsessed with this lipstick. It was gifted to me by one of my clients from last week. It's Constance Beauty. Woo, I love it so much. I wore it to work the other day. Someone was saying on Facebook when I was talking about this, yo, you are so impressed about this. This is a guy friend. And I'm thinking, ooh, why would I be impressed? I'm having this conversation because other women need it. And I'm glad to already know this. Otherwise, pressed, I am not. I am very happy where I am. So I have no reason to be pressed. But yeah, and it was selfish and I want everyone to experience it, because at some stage we've all wasted our time. We have a chance to learn from someone else's situation, then why not? Why not have this conversation that we really need? If you were starting something, you really, at the early stages of dating, have the upper hand to really set the tone going forward. Be very clear on what you can tolerate and what you cannot, you know. Another masculinity sign on a man is the bit of mystery, like not extreme, but like just saying everything so loud and so obnoxious. A real man is not loud and obnoxious. He has his limits, he has his places where he will, you know, be completely out there. But to actually be sending out screenshots of your dating life for likes, there's no mystery in that. There's no masculinity in that. It is another telltale sign that suka akondoda. Just want to go through this part and make it look neat. I'm saying generous men only, okay? Generous men only, because there'll always be something to gift in any income group. You know, if someone is generous, they'll be generous even before they make it in life. Even if they don't have much, you will see their generosity. Out of the little that they have, they will be willing to share from that. That's the only way. Not even gonna show you that way. Just a tiny winsy beaty. Give it a bit of shine. Otherwise, from the wash, I made sure to put a good oil. If you guys want, I can share how I wash my wigs. I've actually recorded it. It's just a matter of checking with you guys if you want it. Thumbs up if you want it. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe, ne? Aye, ningali bali. For the flyaways. For the flyaways. Do you want us to talk about feminine energy, which is what I'm all about? God, it just got too shiny for my liking. Here's the text. Let's curl this part again. And I feel like I almost ruined it. It was nicer before I touched it, but it's okay. And here is the look. And find any gold studs, so I'm gonna go with my tried and tested pearls. We have finished the look. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you felt offended by anything that I said on today's video, well, I'm sorry. Sometimes we'll disagree on some things, and that does not mean we do not love each other, but we just see them differently. You are welcome to share your opinions on this on the comment section below and have this conversation with your girlfriends. Just find out what kind of qualities do you look for in a guy to see if he qualifies to go on being your partner for life, your husband, or dating him for a longer period of time. Of course, let me know if you would like for us to have such conversations in future where we talk energies, where we talk femininity, relationships, expectations, what to bring in, what to do and what not to do. You know, we will all learn from this, I believe. I'll see you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Cheerio. Bye.